Hey guys, I'm really sorry that my hair doesn't look any cuter, but I was at work all day today and I've already filmed this video before and it somehow got deleted. I was trying to clear all the files out of my laptop because it was getting really slow, and I realized I have so many movies on it from my YouTube channel that I needed to get rid of them. So anyway, I'm redoing this video and hopefully you guys like it. It's going to be a video about how I keep my hair healthy, and it's basically just going to be a bunch of different tips that I do like every single day. It's just like a daily routine for me, but that other people might find helpful. Yeah, so let's get started. The first thing I'm going to talk about is what I use in the shower, and since I have my hair colored, well, I always have my hair colored. Ever since I was in like middle school, I've always gotten it colored like every 3 to 6 months. And it's not damaging for your hair if you use the right stuff. The only way that dyeing your hair will be bad for you is if you're naturally dark, like naturally you have really dark brown hair and then you decide that you want to go blonde. That's damaging for your hair. I would recommend to go only about 2 to 3 shades lighter than your actual hair color. So the shampoo that I use in the shower is Pantene Pro V Color Preserve Shine Shampoo. And it's for color treated hair, whether it's highlighted or just dyed, it doesn't really matter. And basically when you have highlighted or dyed hair, the color becomes dull after a while, and the way that you can keep your color the way that you had it when you first got it done and to keep your hair shiny is to use this stuff. And I have been using this for about half a year now and I really do like it, so I would recommend this for color treated hair. Now, because my hair is naturally curly and I have really dry hair, I have always needed to use this conditioner. I haven't found any other one that works better than this, and it's the Dove Intense Damage Therapy Conditioner. And it says it's for damaged hair, but I need to use it even though my hair is not damaged because my hair is so dry, and if I don't use this conditioner, my hair gets, it doesn't feel soft, and yeah, I just feel like I need to use this. It's just a really great deep conditioner. So that's what I use in the shower. Now I'm going to talk about brushing your hair. When you brush your hair, you need to only brush it. I'm not sure if this works for straight haired girls because I've never like had straight hair. I was born with naturally curly hair. But for us curly haired girls, you need to brush your hair in the shower only. Don't brush it any other time except for the shower. And you brush it after you put the conditioner in. You brush it all out, and then you just let the conditioner sit on your hair for like 45 minutes while you do something else. And it just really lets the conditioner soak into your hair and make it really soft and cleansed and not damaged anymore. It's really protective. So then you wash it all out and you're good to go. Don't brush your hair any other time. If you were straightening your hair, then I guess you can brush your hair. So I guess if you have straight hair, you can brush your hair when you're outside of the shower. But for girls with curly hair, if you're wondering why your hair is so frizzy, it's probably because you're brushing your hair when you're outside of the shower. You need to only brush it when you're in the shower. And I would recommend using a paddle brush like this. And this is one I got from brushlove.com, and it's really nice because it has 2 different kinds of bristles in one. It has the plastic ones, but also the boar hair bristles. So it really gets deep into the hair, getting all of the knots out. Okay, this is a lesson on brushing your hair. People don't know how to brush their hair. They say that it hurts and it's painful and they rip out their hair all the time, but there really is a simple and easy way to brush your hair. I always use this when I brush my hair after I've straightened it. And this is a static resistant one. You can also get this from Ulta.com or brushlove.com. And I like it because it's ionic, so the bristles aren't going to create static in your hair and make your hair, you know, go all out here and everything. But okay, so this is how you brush your hair. You start from the bottom and you lightly get all the knots out. As soon as that's done, you go to the middle, and then you brush from the middle downwards till you get all the knots out. Then you go to the top of your hair, brush from the top all the way down to the bottom, getting all the knots out that way. The way that people mistake brushing their hair is they start from the top, brushing down, and that just brushes all the knots downward and pulls your hair out. Keeps pulling it out until you get the knots all the way down to the bottom. But if you start brushing your hair on the bottom, you're already getting those knots out. So by the time you start brushing your hair from the top, there's no more knots anymore. And so it's just like a smooth brush down your hair. That's how you brush your hair if you guys didn't know. Alright. A lot of people have told me that they have frizzy hair. I get it all the time. What do I do if I have frizzy, poofy hair, whether it's curly or not curly? People say their hair is so thick they don't know how to tame it. The way you tame it is to use a leave-in conditioner after you take a shower. My favorite leave-in conditioners are the Garnier Fructis Style Sleek and Shine Anti-Humidity Smoothing Milk. Looks like this. And I just recently bought this, and it works the same as the other one, and I actually got it 50% off. So I believe it was only like $3, not too sure, but it's the Pantene Pro V Curls Anti-Frizz Cream, and I like to use this because it softens your curls and kind of smooths the frizz down. But both of these have worked the same for me. It's basically a leave-in conditioner that prevents frizz and poofiness. I do like Pantene, and I like Dove, and I like Fructis. Those are like my 3 favorite drugstore hair products. Okay. Now, I'm going to talk about curly hair real fast. Sorry, all you girls with straight hair, but girls with curly hair, if you have naturally curly hair like the way I do, if you go check out my other videos, you'll see my naturally curly hair. It's really, really curly. Then when you scrunch your hair, you need to only be using a mousse. I like using this one by Fructis, and it's the Volume Inject Ultra Strong Mousse. And you basically just scrunch it in when your hair is wet and let it air dry, and your curls will be like beautiful and not frizzy at all. That's my trick to getting my hair the way it is. However, if you have more straight, wavy natural hair, then you need to be using a gel. I don't have any gels with me because that's not the way my hair naturally is. But if that is the way your hair naturally is, you need to get a gel because it's stronger, it'll hold your curl better, and it'll keep the frizz down. Alright, so the last thing that I wanted to talk about was teasing. I've always used a comb to tease my hair, and I do feel it kind of rips my hair out a little bit, and it doesn't seem like it's healthy at all. So I was looking online for a really great brush that would be great for teasing but also not damage your hair, and I found this one on brushlove.com as well, and it's like a brush. It's not a comb, it's actually a brush, and it has 3 different levels of bristles. And what you do is you lift the hair up at the crown, and when you're teasing, you only tease about 1.5 inches away from your root, and you keep the hair really taut, like really tight, and you hold it up with your hand really tightly, and then you just brush it down very gently from about 1/2 inch away from the root all the way down to the root, and just keep building it up, building it up, building up. And then by the time that you flip it over and you kind of brush it down, it looks great. It's got like a nice little bump. A lot of girls, when they're teasing, they go all the way from the top where their hands are and brush all the way down like a great distance, and you can't do that because then when you try to flatten it out, you'll have like a big bump right here instead of right up here. So that's the technique to teasing your hair without damaging it and getting it the way that you want it to be. A couple tips on how to grow hair longer. What I have learned is that if you just don't cut it, then it'll grow long. But you can only do that to a point. Like, I used to get my hair cut every 6 months, but I found that my ends were really damaged and they became like split ends and they weren't really healthy looking. If you cut your hair about every 3 to 3.5 months, your hair will be really healthy and it'll grow about 1 inch. After getting it cut, it will have grown 1 inch. So every 3 months keeps getting 1 inch further down, inch further down, inch further down, and it gets longer that way and it stays healthy. So if you want to have healthy long hair, get it cut every 3 to 3.5 months. You can dye it as long as you only dye it 2 to 3 shades lighter than your actual hair color. That's really all I can think of for now about how I keep my hair healthy. So if you guys follow these, if you already do these without me having to tell you, let me know how these work for you and if it has helped you have really long, healthy hair. Thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye.